Sir, can you please explain about orthogonality, sir?
Yeah, orthogonality in the sense when you are implementing few features which are rather perpendicular to the other one. For example, if you see arrays and structure comes to orthogonal to each other rather, right? Arrays are going to represent the set of elements with homogeneous kind, and whereas the structure will represent the set of elements with the heterogeneous kind. So this feature is what's said to be the orthogonality. Orthogonality in the sense perpendicular to each other rather, right? They are opposite to each other the other way around, right? For example, arrays and structure you can take. So similar kind of concepts, of course, which are being offered by different programming languages. Then we'll say that languages providing or offering this orthogonality concept as well. Okay, using the grammar, show a parse tree for the following statements. These two statements are given, and you are asked to show a parse tree. So here in this case, the grammar is not given. Yes, but shall we take this grammar? Yes. So this grammar will address the questions which I have already given you rather, right? So what was the question you said? A plus B within brackets into C. Is this the same? Yes. So first we need to check whether our the grammar which is defined here will address this particular statement or not, right? Yes, it will address. You have parenthesis option, you have place option, you have into option. So it means this grammar will address this particular statement. Now, how I'm going to draw the parse tree using this grammar for this particular statement, right? Deriving the deriving the grammar for that particular statement is said to be the parse tree itself, right? The derivation of the statement using that grammar is what's said to be the parse tree. So now, how shall I start? I'll start with assign here. Assign, here I have ID equal to, and then expression, right? See, there is one thing which you need to observe. If the grammar doesn't address the particular respective statement, you cannot derive, okay? You cannot derive that particular statement using that grammar. Only when the grammar is complete or is complete enough or well enough to derive that statement, only then you can derive it, okay? So in this grammar of assignment statement, you can see it is addressing plus, it is addressing into, it is addressing parenthesis. Okay, because of which I said here in this particular statement, you can see there is parenthesis, there is plus, there is into. So all of them are being addressed here with this particular grammar. So I can be able to derive the statement using this grammar. So derivation of the same is what's said to be the parse tree. So how I'm going to derive the same is, you can see here. I'm starting with assign to be defined as derived as ID. You can see ID here equal to expression, right? ID equal to expression. Now, in place of this ID, you can see here is defined as A or B or C. The ID is defined as A or B or C. So in place of ID, in order to get this particular statement to be derived through this grammar, I need to have A on the left hand side. So I'll be substituting ID with A. Got my point? Now on the right hand side, okay, right hand side, I need to get this. It means the expression should be derived in this form. So in order to get the expression to be derived in this form, what kind of definition of expression I need to check? Here you can see there are four definitions of expressions available, right, for expression. But which one if I go with, I could be able to derive this particular statement for expression, okay? So you can see here, I have into, right? So I can go with this kind, ID into expression, or I can go with ID plus expression, okay? So in this case, this must be an expression here, right? This must be an expression, and so in you can see here in this I think I need some kind of modifications rather, right? Because if I have to derive the statement with this grammar, in order to get the, a plus b enclosed in parenthesis, which must be defined as expression only, of left hand side of the expression. But on left hand side of the expression, I can see only id here, right? I can see only id. So it means this grammar will not address it rather, right? This grammar will not address. So in that case, what should be the change that I need to do it? Here, either you change this id or you have on the left hand side as well expression. And I can have one more statement to be added here. I say r, shall I write here? R, I should write probably at the beginning only. Expression plus id. Expression into id. And you can say expression. Okay. Then I can say id. See, when the left LHS part available on the RHS part, you say this kind of grammars are recursive grammars. Yes or no? Recursive grammar. And you can see LHS part is available on the RHS of the operation. Then this side kind of grammars are said to be right recursive grammars. Right recursive grammars are derived through leftmost derivations, right? How do you derive? Through leftmost derivations. If I find this grammar, I have just changed a bit, okay? Instead of having the LHS part on the RHS of the operation, I'm having it on the LHS of the operation rather, right? That is the only change. I mean, I have changed this grammar. I have changed this grammar is right recursive, right? I have changed this right recursive with left recursive. This is said to be left recursive, right? This is said to be left recursive. Why? You have the LHS part available on the LHS of the operation. How do you derive left recursive grammar? Using the rightmost derivation. Using the rightmost derivation. This is the difference between the leftmost derivation and the rightmost derivation. Right recursive grammars are derived through leftmost derivation, and left recursive grammars are derived through rightmost derivation. So I have changed this particular statement from right to left recursive grammar. Okay. Now we'll see. Shall we able to derive this particular statement using this grammar? Okay. Now we'll see. So now here assignment statement, the first definition I'm taking anyway as it is, id equal to expression, and in place of id, since I have to get on LHS part a, so I have substituted id with a here. On the right hand side expression, you can see I'm taking this particular grammar. Which one? Left recursive grammar, right? So here this expression, in order to get this particular statement to be derived, which definition I should go with, right? I should go with this definition, right? Into, right? Expression of into id. So I'll go with this. Expression into id. Okay. Now, in place of id, I'll get c anyway, but on the left hand side expression, this expression must have to be again derived. So which definition I should take in order to get this particular statement to be derived from this grammar? I should go with parenthesis, right? I have another definition for expression is expression enclosed in parenthesis. So I'll derive this with expression enclosed in parenthesis. Okay. Now, again, then further it has to be defined with place operation. So I should go with this definition, the first definition. So now this expression will be derived with expression plus ID. So expression plus, okay, let me just, what is this? Expression plus ID, okay, ID. Then this expression has to be further, in order to get this particular statement to be derived, this expression must have to be substituted to be A. In order to get that, I need to first derive this expression with ID definition, right? Then this ID can be substituted with either A or B or C, but in order to get our statement like this, I need to substitute it with A. And in place of this ID, I need to get B. So B I can have, because ID is derived to be either A or B or C, we have already said, right? And this ID must have to be C, so ID is derived to be C. So this is how my parse tree now. Okay, derivation of the statement using the grammar is what's said to be the parse tree, right? And you can see this particular derivation. This derivation is said to be what? Leftmost or rightmost? This is rightmost derivation, right? This is rightmost derivation. I have done it using rightmost derivation because my grammar was left recursive, right? Why do I say it is left recursive? The LHS part is available on the LHS of the operation, right? If my LHS part is available on the RHS of the operation, then I say it is a right recursive, right? This is right recursive. Right recursive grammars are derived with the leftmost derivation, and left recursive grammars are derived with rightmost derivation. Okay, this is clear to all of you?
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, in the parenthesized equation, can't you write ID plus ID, sir?
Here.
Yes, sir. In the next step, can you write ID plus ID?
If you have it in the grammar, I don't have the expression definition with ID plus ID, right? I have the definition. These are the definition which I have given: expression plus ID, expression into ID, expression in closing parenthesis. This grammar must have to be defined. This is given by the language designer itself. So the grammar has to be. That's the reason why I'm saying that if the grammar is not well enough to derive your statement, then obviously you can't derive that statement using that grammar. See, the grammar which was available in my Jamboard, using that grammar, I could have not been able to derive it, because the statement which I was given, can be derived only using the rightmost derivation. That's the reason why I have modified this grammar. Okay, I have modified this grammar from right recursion to left recursion. Got my point?
Sir, but in the you have given just in the question A is equals to A plus B into C. So in our own definition, can we write?
Yes, actually, in question, I did not give you the grammar. In the question, you have seen, I did not give you the grammar, right? But in exam, they will give you the grammar. Okay, you can see, I just told you using the grammar, but the grammar was not mentioned rather, right? In assignment, you may have seen. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Grammar was not mentioned to you. Then you will have to write the grammar. So I wrote the grammar here. You can see the grammar is written here. This is the assignment statement, and this is the assignment statement, and this is the ID definition, and expression definition is given here. Not the point. This is but in exam, generally they will give you the grammar and ask you to derive a statement using the grammar. But if, let us say, only statement is given and ask you to draw the parse tree, then you will have to define the grammar to ensure that in what way, if the grammar is defined, that particular statement is derived. Okay.
So for both leftmost derivative and rightmost derivative, they both have same parse tree, sir.
Yeah, see, generally parse tree will be unique. For this particular statement, I will get only this kind of parse tree. Got my point? If this is the grammar, okay, got my point. But if the grammar is ambiguous in the sense, if I have in place of this ID as well expression, for example, right? Got my point. If I have LHS available on both LHS and RHS of the operation, here also if I have, let us say, expression, then this kind of grammar is said to be ambiguous, because there is a possibility of two different parse trees to be constructed for the same statement using this grammar. Fine. This is said to be two-way recursion. You will get one tree with leftmost and another tree with rightmost. If the grammar is given, whether it is ambiguous or unambiguous, you can check it by looking at the LHS part being available on both the sides of the operation. If the LHS part, this is LHS part, if LHS part is available on both the parts, that is LHS and RHS of the operation, then you say it is ambiguous grammar. Okay, if it is not on both the sides, then it is not ambiguous. Okay, and another thing which you have to keep in mind that you will always able to generate only one parse tree for any given statement if the grammar is unambiguous. In this grammar, this is right recursive grammar, because you find the LHS part available on the RHS of the operation, right, in both the statements. Other point. So this is said to be the right recursive grammar. Using leftmost derivation, you can derive any statement. Let us look at one example. A equal to B into A plus C. Okay, this was a statement. And how we have derived it? Assign derived to be ID equal expression. This is said to be the derivation, and the same if you are doing it with the help of tree, I think it is a parse tree. Okay, deriving the statement in a pictorial representation is what's said to be the parse tree, of course, rather, right? So assigned statement is derived to be ID equal expression, and then here we say instead of ID, in order to get this particular statement to be derived, we say we have substituted ID as A. You can see ID is either A or B or C, so we have substituted ID as A. Then on the right hand side we have expression. In order to get this particular statement, expression is substituted with B into in order to get this, what kind of definition I need to take? I need to take the into definition, right? ID into expression. So we have taken ID into expression. In place of ID, we have substituted with B, and in place of expression, we need, in order to get this, we need to take this definition, right? The expression definition, where expression is enclosed in parentheses, right? This was taken. What's the point? And then in order to get this statement, A plus C within closed parentheses, this expression must have to be derived with this definition, that is ID plus expression. So you have taken that ID plus expression, and then you can see that ID was substituted with A and expression is substituted with ID, and ID is further substituted with C, so that you got this statement. If the same has been represented with the help of a tree, is said to be the parse tree. So you can see how did you derive this particular say? Assign derives to be ID equal to expression. There will be three terms you find: left hand side, and there is a middle term, and then there is a right term. So you will find three children. Basically, tree consists of children, right? This is the root. Root will be on the top, right? Then you will have children, right? So left hand side, middle term, and then right hand side will be three children to be finding for the parse tree, right? So assign here defines to be what you've said, ID equal expression. So you've written ID equal expression, ID substitute with A, and then expression is further substituted with what? ID into expression. So you have said the same thing. ID into ID is one child, that is leftmost child, then you have a middle child, then you have a right child into expression. Then this ID is substituted with B in order to get the particular statement, and then this right hand side child expression when further divided or derived, you have taken the definition of parenthesis definition, right? Parenthesis is one child, left open parenthesis one child, and second middle child is expression, and right child is close parenthesis. Then this expression is further divided or derived into ID plus expression. This definition I have taken. So left child is ID, middle child is plus, and then right child is expression. And this ID further derived to be A, and this expression further derived to be ID, and then further derived to be C. Then you could able to see that particular statement being derived. This is A equal to B into within parenthesis A plus C. That you could able to see here in the parse tree, right? So in the parse tree you can see A equal to B into within parenthesis you have A and then plus and then C, then you have close parenthesis. So you are able to derive A equal to B into within parenthesis A plus C. Yes or no? But the statement which was given to us, A equal to A plus B into C, this cannot be derived using this grammar. This can be implemented with left recursive grammar. Fine. That is, but the grammar which is given is the right recursive. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This grammar is right recursive. Why you say it is right recursive? LHS part is available on the RHS part of the operation. So you say this is right, but for our particular statement to be executed, we need left recursive. So I have changed the grammar definition here from right recursive to left recursive. Then I have derived the statement. I hope it is clear to all. Today session which I have discussed with how to write the grammar, how to identify the grammar, whether my statement could be addressed by that particular grammar is clear, I think. And you can be able to identify the grammar is whether it is a left recursive or right recursive. And the statement given to be, rather derived through left recursive or right recursive, I think you are clear with. And then I think how to derive the statement using the grammar, with the help of a parse tree is also clear.